Today's story is written by the very talented author, FREDDEGRAN. I was going with my school class to a new water park. We were all excited, but I think mostly me and my friend Isabel, we both wanted to be Olympic swimmers, and we both had potential. I was the best boy swimmer in our state, and Isabel was the best girl. After changing and taking a shower, we met outside of the locker room. I was wearing my new black Puma swimming shorts, and Isabel was wearing a bright red bikini. We were just friends, but I could see how she was developing into a woman, and a very pretty one at that. Whoa! This park was huge! It had the biggest pool I have ever seen by far, outclassing anything I have ever been to before, and I have been to a lot of swimming holes. One thing was strange though. There was so many cameras everywhere. Isabel joked about it, just probably some old perv watching us. I had not seen any cameras in the locker rooms at least, and neither had she. We played with the rest of the class on those floating tubes, played with balls, splashed water on each other. We explored the park every single attraction. I raced Isabel and won. She laughed in the bubble pool. There was even a cave that looked like a human skull with water running down its sharp teeth. It was a little bit too scary and realistic looking for me, but Isabel was braver than me. She grabbed my arm and I fell inside the cold water of the skull fake teeth, splashing me like a cold shower on the way inside. Inside was just another place where you could sit and relax with some bubbles. I noticed a sign on the wall and had to show it to Isabel. The sign said, Water Zoo, and not Water Park. Isabel agreed that this indeed seemed strange, but it was probably just a printing error. Anyway, there was no time to think about it, as the megaphones announced that it was now time for waves. They had a wave machine making waves, and it was the park's most popular attraction. We were out playing in the pool for the duration of the waves after they were over, and Isabel wanted to see if any one of us could dive to the bottom on the deep end. We both held our breaths and did it. Swam all the way to the bottom, and I found the most peculiar and strange thing. It seemed like a hatch on the floor of the pool. I tried to open it, but to no avail. Isabel tried to help, but even together we could not manage to get the hatch open. We decided this was another weird thing to add to the cameras and the wrong label in the cave, and we thought it would be best to swim back into the land and talk to the others what this could all mean. We were swimming to get ashore when we got there. Huge fences too big to climb over were raised from the ground. Now, these were not only strange, but batshit crazy. Possibly illegal to keep us inside like this. A kid grabbed the fences and he was electrocuted. Now this was beyond fucked up electrocuting kids. That's abuse. Me and Isabel had to hold him up so he did not drown. I could feel the camera zooming in at me and Isabel, holding the kid's head above water. The speaker announced, Welcome to Aquasuit! Feeding time for the piranhas! Did I hear that right? Feeding time? Fucking piranhas? This must be a late April Fool's joke. But yet, they came, proving this was no laughing matter. They began to chew on the kid and my hands and feet. Isabel, I don't want to leave this kid, but we have to. Yes, I know, Isabel agreed with tears in her eyes. I swam away from the piranhas, the water turning dark red with the blood from the dead kids. I could see my crush floating dead in the water in her pink bikini. She had always been the prettiest girl at school, but she was no looker now with half of her face eaten by piranhas. I looked around and estimated about half of the kids to be alive, the other half drowned or eaten by piranhas. We saw some kids gathering at the floating tubes, holding on to them for their dear life. It seemed like a smart plan. I grabbed a hold of a floating toy shaped like a pillar and was met with a punch to the face. "Every man for themselves," the blonde kid who had punched me said. Fuck! Me and Isabel were great swimmers but could not swim forever. Isabel approached the mean kid. "Give me one good reason I should let you live," he asked. "I can give you two." She smiled and took her top off. Her trick worked and the kid let her hold on, just to get a good look at her melons. She grabbed her top. "You're not gonna put it back on, are you? I'm kicking you off and you and your boyfriend can both drown for all I care," he said. "He's not my boyfriend, and I'm not putting it on." She used her top to strangle him to death. She used her female charm like Prince Leia on Jabba the Hutt in Star Wars. Clever girl. She put her top back on and let me hold on for my life. We let two other kids hold on. Marcus, a dark-haired boy, not a good swimmer, and Lassie, a dark-haired emo girl who somehow had gotten a pink rose tattoo on her left leg. Sadly, no more kids could hold on. Our class had 25 kids when we got here, and now it seemed we were only 8 alive anyway. The piranhas had went back, but we could not swim forever. And that's when I remember. The hatch! It got to be our way out of here. Me and Isabel, Marcus, and Lassie all went to investigate the hatch, and it opened. It was no way out, however. "Shark feeding time!" The speakers announced. A giant great white shark emerged from the now fully open hatch. It bit Lassie in half with a giant mouthful of sharp teeth. We swam to the other kids as fast as we could. Marcus was of course not fast enough. The shark swallowed him whole. Me and Isabel went back to the other kids. 3 were still holding on, and one of them, Pontus, a blond boy, was floating dead in the water. Had he drowned by himself? Or had the other kids killed him? It was better not to think of it. "Just 5 kids left in Aquasuit. Let's see who can make it back to land." The fences were submerged. I couldn't believe it. Would they really give us a chance to live? "Place your bets on the winner now." "Eric," that was me. "Isabel," best friend. "Patrick," a Chinese kid. "Laura," a Latina girl. Or Kashya, a pink-haired SJW girl. Me and Isabel both had the edge and we knew it. Time to take advantage of our swimming skills. An octopus pulled Kashya underwater by grabbing her legs. Sadly, there was nothing I could do to try and save her. "Just 4 kids left. Place your bets." Someone was betting on which kid would live or die. It was truly sickening. I could feel the great white chasing after me. The bottom half of Lassie came floating by. I recognized her pink rose tattoo on her left leg. An electric eel took a bite of Laura's face and electrocuted her. 3 kids left. Place your bets." I could see Isabel, now the only girl left, in her red bikini on my right side. And between us was Patrick, the Chinese boy. He was a great swimmer, able to keep up with us. We're almost at land now. Patrick grabbed Isabel's long blonde hair and attempted to drown her. The shark was after me, but I could not leave my best friend to die. I swam towards him and punched him straight in his balls. Hard. He let go of Isabel and she put his head underwater. He began to splash wildly with arms and legs, but she did not let that motherfucker go. and I punched his stupid, ugly face. Then the shark caught up with us. It bit his legs off, and other smaller sharks came to fight for the leftovers. Me and Isabel swam faster than we ever had before in our lives. We knew that our lives depended on it. I kept thinking if the game would let us both win or only one. It did not matter. I could not kill my best friend, and I had to believe she would not kill me. I got to shore a bit before her. She was walking after me, and the fence emerged. She was cradled over it, being electrocuted, and I pulled her off. My mom and dad came to pick me up. Isabel was put in the hospital severely damaged, but she will live, they told me. My mom and dad shouted at me angrily when I went into the car. They told me that now we had to split the winning money with Isabel's parents. They told me I was a fool to save her. They told me I should have left her to die.
And that's today's story, Outlaw. Be safe out there. And like always, I see y'all on the wayside.